and giving a warm Iowa welcome to Governor DeSantis.
Good morning.
Ron DeSantis is running for president. How do I know? Because he's following the formula.
Yeah, and as Rick mentioned, this is our favorite time of the year, David Weston. It is the start of all things 2024. They announced that in August in Milwaukee, Republicans will hold their primary debate. And so all the candidates, as Rick talked about, are gearing up to raise the funds, get their staffs in place, and of course, release their book.
You hear that?
Raise the funds.
Raise the funds. Well, he's definitely doing that. Ron DeSantis has raised $177 million for a statewide election. To put that in perspective, he's raised more money than anybody in any gubernatorial means governor. Why don't they just say governor? Okay, we're gonna say governor. He's raised more money than any governor's race in history. Furthermore, if you look at this chart provided by Open Secrets, shout-outs to Open Secrets. Anyway, if you look at this report provided by OpenSecrets.com, not only has Ron DeSantis raised more money than anybody in any governor's race ever, but he's done it with OPM.
Other people's money.
And that's important. Why? Because to run for president, you need about $2 billion at least if you're going to fund it all yourself. And most people, even rich people, don't have that kind of money. And if you do, i.e. Meg Whitman, former CEO of eBay, she had a net worth of about $4 billion. But even with a net worth of $4 billion, who's going to spend half of their net worth on a presidential election you might not win? I mean, after all, she's rich, but she's like poor mega rich. She's not like Elon Musk mega rich. But Ron DeSantis doesn't have to worry about self-funding because A, he's not a rich man. He's well off for regular people. He has a net worth of $319,000. Not too bad. But B, he has a lot of friends, which is amazing. Lots of rich people and small dollar donors approve of him. So he can keep going back to them throughout the course of the campaign. So Ron DeSantis has the money. Box 1 checked. 2, he's getting his staff in place. If you're going to run for president, you have to have a staff. And by all accounts, that's happening.
Now to new developments this morning in the 2024 race for president. While Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has not yet announced that he's running, NBC News has some new reporting that he could be quietly building his campaign. NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Ali Vitale joins us now. So Ali, I don't know if that'd be the most stunning news in the world considering DeSantis' tour around the country right now, but tell us about what you've learned and why it would be an advantage to quietly build his campaign instead of just jumping in full force.
Look, there's a few reasons for this, but what DeSantis advisors continue to say to me is that what he's trying to do is lay low in part because he can build this operation in the meantime.
I don't think he's going to run for president.
Oh, I do. They're recruiting people right now as we speak.
And finally, 3, he's going on a book tour. Now, where is he speaking on that book tour? 1, Georgia.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was outside Atlanta, Georgia today to continue his book tour. He spoke at Adventure Outdoors, and according to the store, they are the largest gun store in the country.
2, Iowa.
Please join me in giving a big Iowa warm welcome to Governor DeSantis.
3, New York.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis gets a warm welcome on Staten Island.
And if you know anything about elections, you go to Georgia because it's a battleground state, it's close by, and it's a good place to test your message. You go to New York for money, and you go to Iowa for the primary. Generally, as a rule of thumb, if you see politicians flying to Iowa and New York, they're running for president. They're not trying to sell books. They're trying to sell a message to voters and donors. The book is just an excuse. Because it's much easier to go to Iowa and say, hey, I'm here to talk about my book, than going to Iowa and saying, hey, I'm here to talk about ruling you. Hi, y'all. My name is Ron, and I'm here to talk about y'all giving me the power to destroy the earth. Can I have a piece of pie? Or maybe virtually unlimited power and a corn dog? Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the corn dog. Nobody wants to hear that. It's much more approachable to talk about a book. So Ron DeSantis is raising money, hiring, and traveling on a book tour to spread his ideas. You know that old saying, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's running for president. Signing off. Peace. Hey, if you like this video, please smash that like button and hit subscribe. We would love to see you again. So take it easy. Peace. This video is sponsored by paulinslist.org. Pauline's List is the #1 site in news discovery. You want to search for news? Go to Google. You want recommendations for news? Go to Yahoo. But if you want to discover news, discover what's actually new, go to paulinslist.org. That's paulinslist.org, where you can browse all the headlines, save articles for later, and use your own intelligence, not artificial intelligence, to decide what you want to read. That's paulinslist.org.